I will talk about conservation of momentum, which is also an extension of Newton's first law. So it says sort of like in a system, the total momentum is always conserved. So if we think of, let's say for example, two balls, M1 and M2, this one's mass is M1, this one is M2, and this one's velocity is U1, this is U2. So they are going in this direction, both of them. We are assuming that u1 is greater than u2, so at one point they will collide and they will gain new velocities. So let's say after the collision the velocity is v1 and v2. So the total momentum before the collision is m1 u1 plus m2 u2, total momentum of the system, if we will. So conservation of momentum states that this one will be equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So this is the initial momentum of the object 1, this is initial momentum of object 2, and similarly this is the momentum after collision, and this is for object 1 and this is for object 2, obviously. So that's our conservation of momentum in short. And then if we think of impulse and momentum, impulse is when a force acts on an object for certain time. So let's say the force is F and it acts on an object for t. So impulse will be F times t. So Ft. Now impulse will be equal to the change of momentum of that object on which the impulse is applied. So if we say, if let's say this one's mass is m and this one's velocity before the impulse was u, and once the impulse comes, let's say its velocity changes to, mass will be the same but velocity will be v after the impulse. So it will be Ft is equal to m, the change of momentum, which will be mv minus mu. This is the change of momentum which will be equal to Ft, and this is also a direct consequence of Newton's third law of motion. So if we remember that, that's F is equal to ma, which can be written as m, which is mass, times v minus u, which is change of velocity for a time d within the duration of time t, let's say. So this one can be written mv minus mu, let's write like that, and then if we bring that t on the other side, it's this one. So this is impulse, and impulse of course, and this is the change of momentum.